just got my Natasha Denona Glam palette, the light version. My UPS person just came and delivered it, and I got the dark one, was it last week? Maybe, I don't remember. But I did promise that I was going to compare the two. So I've already done a video, kind of like first reactions to the dark Glam palette, and I actually wore this. I went into my office for the first time since the panini. I wore this yesterday as like an office look, and I really liked it. Here is the deep one. You see that, or I'm sorry, the dark. You see that it's already got fingerprints all over it. But this has sort of like a bronzy, there's almost like a rose toned hint to it, but this is very much more of a bronze kind of packaging. Now, the light one comes in a bit of a lighter box. I actually think I've already recycled the box for the dark one. So, sorry about that. Now, the light one looks like it is a tad lighter. So you can see that, yeah. My concern was initially like if they were the same color, like when you're pulling them out, like how would you know? Not that that's a big deal, just open it and you'll find out. But I can appreciate that this one is a little lighter for the light glam. This one is a bit deeper for the dark glam. So let's go ahead and open this. So here is the light. We've got the 5 eyeshadows, and then we have a blush and a highlighter. Let me just go ahead and hold up the deep, dark, dark. Yeah. So here, let's do it this way because this is the newer one. So here is the light one on top, and there is the deep one on bottom. And then I will hold them like this. Hopefully you can see. And I am just going to take off my makeup and do a look with each of these so that if you're around my skin tone or if you just want to see the differences in the two, then yeah, I'm gonna do that, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I took my makeup off and then I realized that I didn't swatch the palette for you. I tend to film my videos at the end of my workday. It's a different story. I'm tired. But let me go ahead and swatch these, and I will also read the descriptions of them. And what I'll do is I'll also kind of like re-swatch the dark ones so that you can see. So the 5 shades are here, and if you haven't looked at the palettes, just so you know that the names of the shadows are very similar to the Glam palette, where the Glam palette indicates like inner corner, outer corner, and things like that. And this does the exact same thing. And then we have a blush and a highlighter, and there is a like plastic little flippy thing that you can use to make sure that your powder products are not getting into your cream products. So this first shade here is named Inner Corner. It's described as a sparkling metallic universal light nude. So there that is on my skin tone. The shade next to it is Transition, and this is a matte, light, medium nude pink. Lots of words there. The next shade is for the crease, and it is described as a matte, medium nude. The next shade is designated for the outer corner, and that is described as a sparkling metallic medium rose gold nude. My cat, she just be coming out of nowhere. And the last shade here is designated to smoke out the color or the look. Mind you, you can use these shades however you want to. You do not have to follow this. But this shade, the smoke shade, is described as a matte dark neutral brown. Just let everything fall where it may. All right, so there are the 5 eyeshadow shades. You've got the inner corner, that's a light sparkling nude. You've got the transition shade, which is a matte light medium nude pink. Right here in the middle, it's kind of hard to see. Hopefully you see it. It's the crease shade, which is a matte medium nude. And then we've got the outer corner, which is a medium rose gold. And the smoke color, that is the matte dark neutral brown. So now I will also go ahead and swatch the blush and the highlighter. And these are just labeled cream blush and star glow. So the blush is described as, let me get it open. The blush is described as a matte neutral pink, and the glow, the highlighter, is described as a high shine light champagne. So I'm just gonna swatch both of them at the same time. Ooh, they feel very creamy. So here is the blush, and here is the highlighter. Ooh. So the blush, I would definitely have to build it up. Let me see if I can build it up a little bit. And obviously on the face, it will be different, hopefully. Okay, so this is gonna take some building up for more pigment, but I can work with it. So what I will do also, let me go ahead and re-swatch the dark palette. So what I did was to just swatch the light palette all on this hand so that you can then, we can compare it like this. So the dark palette, again, I did swatches of it in a different video, but I will show you again, especially now that I've been using it. So this first shade, yes, I will write a reference for you. This first shade is the outer corner, sparkling metallic medium dark rosewood brown. The next shade is the transition shade, and this is described as a matte medium warm brown. The next shade is the smoke shade right here in the middle, and that is described as a matte deep neutral brown. Then we've got the inner corner shade, and this is described as a sparkling metallic light medium warm taupe. Oh, sorry. There it is. And then the last shade, the crease shade, is described as a matte medium dark mahogany. Now I will go ahead and re-swatch also the blush and the Star Glow in the dark palette. And the blush is described as a matte medium dusty coral, and the highlighter is described as a high shine medium champagne. There's the blush. There's the highlight. So as you can tell, the dark palette shows up exceptionally well on my skin tone. The light one, is showing. It's just gonna be a much lighter, it's just gonna be lighter on me, okay? And y'all, look at these swatches. Just thinking of like how the colors might show up. I mean, yeah. So what I'm going to do, keep it kind of the same. I will do the dark palette here, and I will do the light palette here. And I think what I'll do also is I will just use the shades as they are recommended in terms of inner corner, outer corner, blah, 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 just to make it a little easier and make sure that I'm doing the exact kind of comparing shade for shade, I guess. Now, one thing that I do know in the dark palette, the outer corner shade is here and the inner corner shade is here, and it's switched for the light palette. So the inner corner shade is here, outer is there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a bit and then do some looks. I'm going to prep my eyes with my Makeup by Mario Prep and Set. This is what I use all the time. This has pretty much become my go-to primer for the eyes. And I did order a new one because I have a feeling I'm gonna be done with the cream in this one pretty soon. So I went in with that cream, and now I'm going to just set it a bit with the powder. I'm hoping to just go kind of like quickly. Just like get in there, get it done, you know? All right, so dark palette is going to go over here. I will first start with the transition shade, which is this shade here. Just gonna use this mirror. Oh, let me bring you in just a little bit. Okay, I don't want you too close, you know? All right, so I really like this color. And now I'm going to go in with the crease shade, which is this deeper brown here. Just putting that into the crease to deepen it up a little bit. Gonna go in with my finger to use the outer corner shade. And I'm sort of putting that on the middle of my eye and then going a bit to the outer part. I'm going to take the inner corner shade and put that in the inner areas of my eye. Just find a good brush for that. I would use my finger, but I don't want to poke my eye out. So going in here. I'm gonna go back into this shimmer here just to kind of blend them together a bit. And then I'm going to take the smoke shade. I'm going to use that in the outer corner and also use it to line my lower lash line. So going in here. Ooh. There's definitely like, it's a messy palette, but I'm totally fine with that because I'm just going to take this BK Beauty brush and use it to do the lower lash line with the smoke shade. This is definitely not me being precise about anything. Just getting it on my eye, y'all. And I will touch up my foundation and then I'll go in with the brush, the blush and highlighter. But let's move on to the light palette. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. Let's get some clean brushes. I'm going to first go in with that transition shade. Let me take the plastic off of this. I don't want to build it up too much because I really just want you to see what it looks like. So, you know, this isn't really showing up on me that much, but a little bit, I think. Then I'm going to head into that crease shade, put it in the crease. Now, what I do notice in terms of comparing, the dark palette seems to have more of a taupey brown sort of vibe, while the light one has more of a, I guess, nude, for whoever that is. Like, nude is different for everybody. And like pinky. Now I'm gonna go in with my finger and use the outer corner shade. And I'm going to put that, ooh, that's pretty. Got a little bit of fallout. Oh. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix them. I'm gonna mix the palettes because I really like this shimmer. Now I'll go in with inner corner. Let's get a brush. Let's see. The shimmers are chunky. Oh, wrong one. The shimmers are kind of chunky. So I think you will get some fallout. I have some on my face right now. Going back into outer corner like I did with the dark and just blending that a bit more. Okay, and next I'm going to go back into crease a bit. That is this shade here. And then I will go into the smoke shade, which is this one here. Oh, I guess these are switched also in the palettes. Because the smoke shade was in the middle, I think, for the deep one, dark. Definitely having to build this up, but that's also because I want it deeper. I think if you prefer more of a light look, then this is going to be fine. Actually, I want to take this brush here. And I'm going to go back into transition and crease and blend those a bit more. Ooh, got a ton of fallout. Okay, so I am going to touch up a bit in terms of foundation, just a little bit of concealer maybe, and I will use the blush and highlight in both of the palettes. Be right back. Apologies, I realized that I didn't do the smoke shade on the lower lash line. Let me go ahead and do that before popping on the cheek products. There is that those metallic shades are sort of all over the place. So yeah, they're just a bit chunky. So taking that smoke shade here, and I'm going to line my lower lash line with it. Okay. So let's go in with the blush and highlighter from this palette, which is the dark one. As you can see, and I'm going to go in with the highlighter just on my finger. I don't tend to wear a ton of highlighter, so that's why I'm going in with my finger. And I like to put it sort of just like right on top of the blush. All right, and gotta wipe it off. Girl, where is that? Let's try this BH Cosmetics brush that I have. Okay, I see a little something. I think it might be better to do it with my finger though. Maybe that'll give me a bit more color payoff. And since it's a cream, that is fine. Like I can see it a little bit. And gonna go in with the Star Glow using my finger. All right, no need to wait. Move you back a little bit. If you are of a deeper skin tone, get the dark one. Don't play yourself. Get the dark one. I noticed with the dark one that I don't have to necessarily, excuse me, I don't have to build up things too much unless I want to. I do like the shades here, and I'm surprised because I tend to not necessarily do a lot of like neutral brown colors, but I really, really like how the shades show up on my skin tone here. For the light palette, so I do like the shimmer shades. I like the shimmer shades. The shimmer shades are cute. And I was able to build up the smoke shade. Now the crease and transition, they're just pretty light on me. I don't even know if they showed it. I don't think they were much darker than my Makeup by Mario thing. Okay. So I also think that the blush here, like if I look super closely, I can see that I have blush on. I prefer to see, child move. I prefer to see my blush a bit more, but if you are someone who likes more of a softer, like barely there on deeper skin tone kind of blush, then actually I think you would really like this. The highlighter is awesome. I find that the highlighter seems to be a bit brighter than the one in the dark palette. And I feel like I know people who are around my skin tone that would like something like this where it's just really light. I'm not one of those people. But I actually really do like the shimmers here. I like the highlighter, even though I don't wear a ton of it. And I like the crease shade. It's just the two transition, I'm sorry, the smoke shade. The transition and crease shade are the ones that are a little bit light / ashy on me. But it totally makes sense because this palette is the light palette and the other one is the dark palette. Now, what was I gonna say? What I do appreciate is that Natasha Denona came out with both of these. I was really excited to see the dark palette because I was like, oh snap, I might be able to wear that. And I really wanted to see how the light one compares. I'm trying to think, like, this is something I would wear every day. Except I like to use a lot of color at times. But if I was just into this like neutral, natural glam look, man, you could wear this every day, okay? It's just, it's great. I have no complaints. The light one, when would I wear this? I don't know. I'm gonna wear it, but I'm just not as excited about the light one as I am about the dark one. And I didn't want to put on any lashes because I wanted you to actually be able to see the look. Because, you know, sometimes when you put on lashes, it just kind of covers things up. Covers up your sins a little bit. But I did put on mascara. I don't have much lashes, so I don't know that that did anything. But even as I'm looking closer, I can definitely see the glow here, and it's cute. It's like ethereal. So let me know if you picked up any of these, if you're going to, which one you're going to, and if you already have them, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.